Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios, this is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy Jay.
Yes, indeed. Good evening. Welcome. Palatial Taylor Duran Manor. It is In the Building. It is Sunday night as we do this extravaganza. And tonight, let us get into the lead story of the evening, and that is the absence of one Rudy Jay. Rudy is owed a night off. I have taken a couple of nights off, of course, to meet the demands of my ever-busy work schedule. And on occasion, we've not been able to start these shows until late at night, and I, have to go to bed at a decent hour. So on a couple of nights since we started, this new evening time slot, I've had to take a couple of nights off. But Rudy's going to take a night off tonight. His wife's birthday was this week. They have a big week, so it was their anniversary, and then it was Anna's birthday over the weekend. So they got married in the same week as her birthday. So happy belated birthday to Anna Johnson of San Antonio, Texas. Salute to Anna and Rudy. And Rudy is celebrating Anna's birthday today, so Rudy takes the night off. No problem. It's me and LG. He emanates from LG Studios. And y'all can jump in here on the chat. Jump in here with a tip. Just the tip. You can tip us however much you want. $1 or $1 million. We'll take it. You can jump into the super chat and give us a tip that way and keep this thing on the tracks, Holmes. We do this for the people, by the people, of the people. You can also get into the Buy Me a Coffee link that LG will momentarily link into the chat site there as we get ready for our Sunday night first NFL full day today. Season actually started on Thursday with the Chiefs beating the Ravens by a tutty. And then the Friday night weird game in Sao Paulo, Brazil, where they told the Packers they couldn't wear green on account of the local soccer team that's the rival there wears green, so they were not allowed, and they were worried that gangsters from the favelas would shoot everybody with an AK-47. That was a real dramatic thing to say, but whatever. It was a weird scene down in Sao Paulo, and the Packers got beat by a field goal by the Eagles on a night in which they lose Jordan Love for multiple games to a sprained MCL. All right, so then the first Sunday of the season gets up and running today, and of course, Jerry gonna Jerry. They could have gotten this done 3 effing months ago. But then we wouldn't be able to do segments on, are they going to sign Dak? Jerry could have gotten this done last night. But then he wouldn't have dominated the news day. Leave it to Jerry Jones. At 11 a.m. Central Standard Time today, 30 minutes before the first of the kickoffs, the Cowboys let it get out that, oh, yeah, we've signed Dak. So effing Jerry Jones to sign Dak Prescott at 11 a.m. on the first Sunday of the season, because that's how the Cowboys do. It is about attention. It is about sticking your ass in the air. It is about tickets. It is about duping all of you fans into continuing to put up with that because we love them hard. The Cowboys do what they do, and they announced a 4-year extension for Dak Prescott at 11 o'clock this morning. It is a $240 million deal that will make Dak the highest paid player in history, of course, until the next quarterback is a free agent. And so Dak is staying. He's a Cowboy at least until 2028. Jerry got all emotional this morning and said, I want Dak to be the quarterback until I'm done. Jerry don't mean till he retires. Jerry means till the day he drops dead. Jerry literally said he wanted Dak to be the quarterback of the Cowboys as long as he's alive today. So, Cowboys, for Jerry to get that nuts and go, oh, I want Dak to be the guy until I go see Jesus. If Jerry gets into heaven, we're all getting into heaven. There ain't no hell if Jerry gets in. But Dak's the guy. It is what it is. It's a 4-year, $240 million deal for a mediocre-ass playoff quarterback who's a regular season wonder, who has 6 September championships and 0 appearances in the conference championship game itself. He's been to the divisional a couple of times, only to play like shit and get beat. And that's the highest paid quarterback in history. $231 million of the $240 million they're going to give Dak Prescott is guaranteed. He could retire tonight, and the Cowboys will be on the hook for $231 million in guaranteed money. It is the second dumbest contract of the NFL outside of the Deshaun Watson deal. So it's done. $60 million on the average. An insane signing bonus, and Dak is the quarterback, and so all is forgiven. Everybody loves everybody. Yay, Cowboys. And so the Cowboys go out onto the field tonight in Cleveland, and the Cowboys didn't prove me wrong. The Cleveland Browns proved me wrong. If I'm the Cleveland Browns, I go ahead and take the cap hit on Deshaun Watson and release him. I'm not kidding. My God. I have not been wrong. I've been wrong a few times. I have not been this wrong in a hot minute. It's been a while. Maybe some of y'all will remind me how wrong I've been in the past. I do not remember the last time I was this wrong. I thought that Deshaun Watson was going to be closer to the guy we saw in Houston. He was worse today than he was even last season before he got hurt. I don't think Deshaun Watson cares anymore. I don't think Deshaun Watson is having a good time. His body language, his expression, and look, I don't like to overreact to how people look in the face because we're watching on TV. You don't know what's going on. He did not look like a happy dude. He didn't look like a guy that wanted to play. He looked like a guy that has gone through a lot of drama, his own, that he inflicted on himself. Don't forget, he was too good for Houston. Remember that? And so he demanded a trade and then sat out. And that was before we found out he was a fucking pervert. And so he's gone through a lot, self-inflicted, of course, for the last couple of years. I don't think he wants to play ball anymore. And it doesn't matter what he does. He could retire tomorrow like Dak, and the Browns still owe him $200+ million. He is the worst starter in the NFL. I thought Cleveland was going to beat Dallas today. Cowboys played better than I thought, but this was more of Cleveland playing way worse than I thought. So the Cowboys have their guy. Now they can go back to selling tickets and overhyping every single thing they do, marketing the hell out of things that don't really matter, propagandaing their way to duping us all into believing that this is the year. And I tweeted something earlier. I mean, the propaganda machine that the Cowboys have is, I mean, it would make the great Joseph Goebbels blush with envy and jealousy. He would appreciate, not that I'm supporting Nazism. I'm not supporting the Nazis. I'm supporting how great Joseph Goebbels was at marketing. He marketed better than Dion for the Nazis back in the 30s and 40s. So it's a Cowboy team that could go back to all of the regular season championships and all of the bullshit and hypes. They have no equity. And I still think they're going to go 7-10. I don't think they played terrific today. Cleveland's defense is good. Cleveland doesn't have near enough talent on skill level, but boy, they're non-competitive at quarterback. And I'm not kidding. I don't want to sit here and harp on Browns talk too much. But if I am sitting here and I'm doing Cleveland Browns postgame show tonight in Cleveland, I'm on here calling for Jameis Winston. I'm not kidding. That's not hyperbolic. We've seen 2 years of Watson now. He can't stay healthy, and when he is, he's bad. He was worse today than he was at any time last year, and he was mediocre last year. And him getting hurt, that ignited the Browns. The Browns played the way they should be playing with Joe Flacco, for Pete's sake. If the Browns had a half-ass quarterback, they might win the division. But because they've got the worst starter in the league, and that's Deshaun Watson, by a mile. I don't know that. Would you rather have him or Daniels, the kid in Washington? At least the kid just started. I mean, he's a green baby. Would you rather have Deshaun Watson or Caleb Williams? That's a no-brainer. And Caleb Williams struggled today, even though the Bears won. Commanders got beat. But Watson may be the worst guy. If we took all 32 quarterbacks right now that start and ranked them 1 to 32, Watson's a distant 32. But like I've said forever, no matter what your scenario is, no matter what you've got, no matter if you're the Dallas Cowboys and you get excited about September victories more than you should, whatever you think, the Cowboys are 1-0. And if you call Darla in the morning at Valley Ranch, I mean, the star in Frisco, she's going to answer like this. First place, Dallas Cowboys. May I help you? So the Cowboys are 1-0. Dak's got his money. They roll. Defense dominated today. A shitty Cleveland team because of their terrible quarterback. But like I've said forever, you never apologize for winning in the NFL. And you dang sure don't apologize for winning on the road in the NFL. So the Cowboys now are 1-0. And undefeated on the road. Let's talk Cowboys and whatever y'all want to get into. I'm down since Rudy's got the night off. LG's with me, but I'm more inclined. I'll probably get more into chats and stuff and tweets and whatnot. So y'all jump in here if you want to get a take in. We'll get through as many as we can. A hell of a busy weekend. Had a good UT post game yesterday with Rudy after the Longhorns beat the tar out of Michigan. That was cool. A lot of NFL games, tons of college stuff. UTSA got their ass handed to them up at Texas State. We're dealing with a lot of things here, so let's deal with it together. It is in the building, presented tonight by our new title sponsor, at least for tonight. So they have now signed up for 3 Sunday night shows. I told y'all that I was going to try and push these Sunday night shows because they're pretty popular and y'all like them. So I'm going to welcome our newest partner. It is DelCarmen Construction, Home and Land Services. Thank you to DelCarmen. Look at that. What's up? Come on, man. Where's my hype machine? Where's my hype? What's up, hype? Yeah.
Yes, turn it off. Quick, turn it off. We don't have a license for that.
DelCarmen Construction, Home and Land Services. Did I misfire, LG? Okay.
We don't have license for that music anymore. You need to delete that.
What happened? Why don't we have that
services
anymore? Oh, crap. We switched services.
Years ago.
Bad. Oh, really?
When Mike Taylor Live died, we killed that song.
Oh, okay. Well, you mean months ago, not years. When did Mike Taylor Live get died? December? Okay. Well, I guess that's almost a year. All right, my bad. Anyhow, I'm celebrating our new partner, DelCarmen Construction, Home and Land Services. All right, what's that mean? Well, it means they'll come over and take care of stuff at your place if it needs fixing. They offer masonry. They do concrete work, stucco. They got a carpentry crew over there. They'll come remove junk. So it's like construction, home and land services. It's a broad phrase because they do a lot of different things. They'll come out and take junk away. They'll remove brush if you need it. Top-notch customer service. Boodle San Antonio, Boodle Thunderdome, Boodle in the building. DelCarmen Construction, Home and Land Services, 210-413-0117. Or you can email them. It is DelCarmen Construction at gmail.com. DelCarmen Construction.
Construction1@gmail.com.
My bad. I'm sorry. I should have my readers on. Thank you. DelCarmen Construction 1, the number 1. It's on the screen at gmail.com. That's kick-ass. Thank you to Eric and everybody over at DelCarmen Construction for jumping in here with us on this first Cowboy Sunday after they annihilate Cleveland 33-17. How in the heck did the Browns score 17? It's a miracle. It's a miracle. All right. What else today? Thoughts on the game, and I'll turn it over to the people too, and we'll get into other stuff. What'd y'all think of the kickoff? I know they were doing it in the preseason, but seeing it in the regular season with a full stadium, and admittedly, I didn't watch a lot of preseason football because I was disinterested because Dak wasn't under contract, didn't play anyway. Does the kickoff not creep y'all out? It just seems unstable. Like when the kicker runs and he kicks it past the landing zone, no one can move until the ball touches something, either the player or the ground. Then they take off. Like the coverage team lines up 10 yards from the defense, which is weird. Then you kick, and then they have to wait. It's just a bunch of bodies standing there frozen, and then the ball hits something, whether it's a human or the field, and then they take off. It was weird. And it seemed unstable because I've spent 49 years now with my brain completely channeled to watch people run. Like the gunner on kickoff is a dead thing. There's no such thing anymore. The league's trying to the league said they were concerned about concussions, and so all of a sudden they changed the rule, and we got kickers kicking off closer to the end zone. So 70% of kickoffs now are touchbacks, and it's boring and it wastes time. Now we've got, let's see if we can't force some more run backs, but how do we make it safer to add all these run backs? F you, Royce. Taylor's playing like Watson tonight with the ad reads. My ad read was amazing. I just didn't realize we had no license for that tune anymore. I didn't know. That's my bad, but I didn't know. I'll take responsibility. But anyway, it's just unstable watching them stand there. But if we get more kickoffs, that's good. I bet you we get a lot more house calls this year too, because you can't run. You're going to have guys, the elite returners. As soon as they get the ball, that's when the defense can take off after him. You're going to have guys outrun the defense a lot. I think we're going to have not just a lot more action in the kickoff return, but we're going to have more house calls. We're going to have more kickoff returns for touchdowns. Cowboys had a punt return today, TCU's own. Cavante Turpin had a punt return for a score today, but the kickoffs were weird. I'll get used to them. My brain's just not channeled to function that way, you know. What else today that I noticed? It took forever. You know, Congress, Major League Baseball, and the NFL Players Association and the NFL are the three big, huge, massive corporate machine bodies in this country that take by far the longest to do anything. They're stagnant. They get mired in controversy. They get mired in tradition, and it takes forever to make rules changes, especially ones that are major. Boy, how you liking the replay today, where now we don't have it's an immediate challenge. New York tells them that's obviously an incomplete pass. There's no need to have the coach throw the dumbass red flag, run over. What do you want to do, coach? I want to challenge that he missed the ball. Okay, great, awesome. Let me run over, put my head under the cart. Let me go again. Let me go look at the peep show with the thing over my head. Get a look. Talk to New York. Take a commercial break. Screw around. Show Bones Fossil for the 45th time. Now come over. No, screw that. Clearly dropped the ball. Now we have a rule where if it's obvious, the New York office will tell the ref in his ear, drop. No need to take forever. Loved it. It's weird, but I like the kickoff rule. It's not weird, and the replay rule is awesome. We're going to just go ahead and get it over with. It only took 30 years, but at least finally the NFL has gotten that right. So the Cowboys win today. What else today? And we'll get on with it. Have y'all heard anything on Jake Ferguson? I'm worried about Jake Ferguson. I don't think the Cowboys. Let me Google Jake, see what the very, very latest is. Go to my sources. I don't know how good the Cowboys are going to be this year. But I can tell you this. They ain't going nowhere without without Ferguson. Jake Ferguson tweaked a knee today, and it didn't look great, and he could barely put any weight on it. He leapt up in the air, and as he was falling, one of the Browns players, it wasn't on purpose, but the Brown players just trying to grab him to tackle him, and the Browns player's hand got around Jake's foot and moved it, and it was like facing the wrong direction, so Jake landed super awkwardly with his foot not planted right, and it put all that weight and pressure on the inside, what looked like to be the inside of his knee. And so Ferguson had to leave the game and did not come back. And that did not look good. That looked like at least a game or two, if not way, way worse. And if Jake Ferguson is going to miss some games here, the decision by Dallas to draft Luke Schoonmaker in the second round last year, boy, you talk about it's already being scrutinized and criticized. That thing will be smack dab under the radar in the microscope. If Schoonmaker can't even at least be half of what Ferguson was, that's going to suck for Dak Prescott. The highest paid player in the history of the league may have lost his security blanket today. So the latest I have here, all right, Dallas Morning News, by way of John Machota of The Athletic. Apparently in the locker room, Jake was, quote, in good spirits and moving around well in the locker room. Okay. It was also reported post-game that he will get an MRI on the injury either tonight when they got back to Texas or first thing in the morning. Probably in the morning. They probably want to see how the thing does overnight. Now, Ferguson said he was hopeful that it was just a hyperextension and that had it been a huge game and a tight game, that he probably could have come back in. Now, that's what he said. So we'll see what the MRI says tomorrow. It's also possible that he just had adrenaline because he was in the middle of a game and he won't sleep at all night long because his knee's wrecked. That happens. You don't always know right away the severity of it until you get a chance to go in there and take a look. I'm just saying, losing Ferguson's going to suck anyway if they do lose him for a minute. But the fact is, they don't have anybody worth their salt, it does not appear, to back up Ferguson. Schoonmaker at this point looks like a bust. The Mozzie Smith, Luke Schoonmaker, 1 and 2. It don't look too good right now, man. Not too good. What y'all think about Tom Brady? I saw on Twitter during the game that a lot of people were criticizing Tom Brady. I got a couple of texts, too, from people I know saying that they thought that Tom did a shitty job. I didn't think Tom did a real bad job. I thought he was fine. He was nowhere near as good as Greg Olsen, but Greg Olsen's been doing it for a few years. Let me say this about Tom Brady. What I know about that guy is, at least professionally speaking, everything. Hey, quiet, dog. Quiet. Can you hear that, LG? Hey, man.
Okay, who brought the dog?
Hey. Kick him. No, I can't kick him. Nina get mad. Grandma Katie would have kicked him. Kidding. All right. You go Schoonmaker in the second, Mozzie in the first. And the Cowboys are one of the better drafting teams in the league. Not good. Anyway, and that was funny because Brady was like, praising Michigan players today. He didn't say shit about Luke Schoonmaker. Because Schoonmaker hadn't shown he can play. Anyway, so I thought Brady was fine. He's not going to be Greg Olsen on day one. I mean, I know they're paying him $35 million a year. He should be good. He wasn't terrible. He wasn't Jason Witten. He was fine. He was kind of vanilla at first. He had a couple of times where he was making a sports point, but then he would just like stop mid-word because the play was about to run. They'll coach that out of him. They'll say, oh, it's cool. Don't forget, Tom, it's on TV. Finish your point. It's okay. He was okay. And if I was making this point before the dog distracted me. If I know anything at all about Tom Brady on a professional level, it is that he is going to give 100% to the preparation of the job. Whether it's been him as a quarterback, him as a health guru, pitch man, author, all the stuff that guy does, he is famous for his incredible work ethic. He'll bust his ass. Jason Witten, I don't think Jason Witten ever did any homework or exercise. Vince says he thought Witten was better than Brady. That's insane, Vince. I don't know how you could say that. I think you're forgetting how terrible Jason Witten was. And Jason Witten also had Booger McFarland in the booth with him. Witten had another voice in the booth when he did Monday Night Football for that terrible one season. He was effing terrible. Hang on. Let me call my girlfriend. Okay, this ain't going to work. Watch this. This is what happens when you do shows at home. To call her up. Come get this dough. Anyhow, Witten was so bad. Brady was fine. He was just really vanilla. And Greg Olsen wasn't great either, by the way. Not at all. Hey, baby, can you come get Sinatra? He's going crazy in here. Thank you, lover. Okay. Greg Olsen was not good either. I remember hating him. He was real generic, super vanilla. He stepping on Burkhardt, and I thought, this is ridiculous. We don't have Troy Aikman anymore for this shit. What's up? I am real. Somebody bought me some coffee. Appreciate that. When you get a chance to read that for me, LG, I still can't see that red and black. So Witten was atrocious. Greg Olsen was super generic. Brady reminded me of Greg Olsen today in his first game. I'm not saying Brady will be Greg Olsen. He better be, the way they're paying him. And they demoted Greg Olsen for Tom Brady. They paid for the name. We'll see if they will get the work ethic. I just don't know that he'll be better than Greg Olsen. But Greg Olsen was a freaking huge success. Greg's awesome. But TV's TV.
I am unreal about three coffees. Yes. Romo was the benchmark as a newcomer and as an analyst. Brady was terrible in his first telecast. He brought nada to the show.
He didn't bring a lot to the show. He didn't screw it up. I don't think he was a detriment to the broadcast. But he needs to take over the broadcast. And Burkhardt set him up over and over and over, and Tom didn't really run with it the way he should. I think they probably went to Tom Rinaldi a couple of times more than they probably wanted to. They're waiting on Tom to get used to it. They just needed to go out there and do a game or two. Let him see it. He'll probably work on it all week. He'll watch the broadcast. They'll nitpick it. And it's funny that he brought up Romo. Romo started off and it was like, wow, Romo's incredible. Then you fast forward 7 years later, or however long it's been, 8 years later, Romo, who's making $20 million a year, is horrible and an ass whip. Romo's way worse now than he was when he started, which is ironic. But I thought Tom was fine. Y'all lay off Tom Brady. Give it 6 games. Unfortunately, we're going to have to fight through Brady working on the craft and going through his rookie season as a broadcaster a lot, because they're going to get the Cowboys a lot because that's the number one team on Fox, So y'all are going to have to get used to Tommy calling Cowboy games. Highly unfortunate. People are calling for Hendershot, I mean, shit, Jason Witten might be better right now than Luke Schoonmaker. Maybe Witten can come out of retirement or something. Ridiculous. All right, that's it. Cowboys win tonight, 33-17. They beat the hell out of the Browns. They're 1-0. Show brought to you in part by Slackers, the official sports bar of our show. Working on perhaps another remote, maybe at one of the locations in the month of September, certainly in October, if not September. It is Slackers, the studio home of In the Building Sport and Drink and Games. 5 locations. We got the North Star Mall location, Med Center, St. Mary's, Jones Maltzberger, Thousand Oaks. It is Slackers Sports, Drinks, and Games, the official sports bar.
Jones Maltzberger?
What'd I say?
There is no Jones
what did I
Maltzberger
mean?
location. You're 0 for 2 on ads today.
What did I mean?
Nacogdoches.
Oh, yeah, Nacogdoches. You know what? I was on Jones Maltzberger a lot today, running errands. That's why it was in my head. Thank you to Slackers. Anyway, Big Menace for $5. Thanks, man. My wife made a statement. Did Tony have too many beers before the game? Who let Brady put everyone to sleep? Well, I mean, Romo always acts like he's had 3 beers and 2 lines of Coke every game. He's never learned to settle down and stop stepping all over. Jim! Oh, Jim!
It's called cocaine.
I'm just kidding. I don't want to get sued. I'm just making it funny. Brady was super vanilla. He let the game come to him too much. I bet you in 6 weeks, y'all are going to think Brady's a lot better. I'm not saying he's going to be Aikman. I'm not saying he's John Madden. He will get better because he'll put the time in. I guarantee he will. Absolute guarantee. All right. What else today? Hell of a day in the league. My second favorite team, my Dolphins, they won today. Hell of a day for Tyreek Hill. Did y'all see this Tyreek Hill stuff? It looks like the cops may have jumped the gun on this. But Tyreek's a bit controversial. So, it's like because it's Tyreek Hill, it makes huge news, obviously. It looks like he may have got Scotty Scheffler, though. So Tyreek got detained by the cops outside of the stadium in Miami. He wasn't even on the road for a driving violation. But he was detained over said driving violation and held. And matter of fact, it looks like the cops totally overstepped. Because, a matter of fact, Miami-Dade PD today announced that one of the officers that detained him has now been put on administrative leave. And they even did a gag when Tyreek had an 80-yard catch and run for a touchdown. He clearly didn't get affected mentally by it. Scored the touchdown, puts his hand behind his back, and one of the other Dolphins comes running over acting like he was putting him in handcuffs. So I don't think Tyreek was terribly distraught by the detention. So the cop got put on leave. Everything's fine. I'm sure Tyreek Hill. I doubt Tyreek Hill wants anything to happen, to the cop. Surely Tyreek supports the blue. Adrian's in here. Toro, that dude that has been around forever, ever since the old rub some dirt on it days. Thank you. What the hell are y'all talking about today? Oh. Remember when they stuck Tony Romo in that deer blind looking thing to practice during the preseason? I do remember that. Tell you, Brady's going to practice. He'll be fine. They worked like hell with Witten, and they just made a huge. Witten never should have been given that job. He was famous. He was white, and he was a cowboy.
White people.
And fans loved him, and they just assumed that he was going to be great. See, that's the mistake that a lot of networks do make. CBS thought Joe Montana was going to be a big star, gave him gobs of money, put him in the booth. I think he did a season of calling games, I want to say, but he was so terrible that CBS made the decision, oh, no, we're just going to shuffle. We think Joe's so good and talented, he should be on our pregame and postgame show. So they take Montana out of the booth, put him in the studio, and he was just as bad. And Joe didn't last very long. And I don't think Joe wanted to do it either. And if Brady doesn't make it, doesn't see the end of his 10-year deal with Fox, it won't be because Brady didn't put the work in. It'll be because Brady doesn't want to do it. I wondered why Tom even said yes to the gig. Like Peyton Manning would be so much better than Tom Brady, obviously, I think, calling games. Peyton doesn't want to do it. Peyton has more fun having his free time and not being beholden to the week-to-week grind of doing the game. Peyton gets to spend 8-9 games a season screwing around on a couch with his brother making jokes. That's a hell of a lot more fun. Peyton is super famous, crazy rich, has a production company that makes gobloads of money. Peyton just doesn't want to do that job. Because here's what else comes with doing that job. Monster criticism. Tom's never been criticized ever. Tom's the GOAT. Tom won 7 Super Bowls. Tom could have murdered folks like Adrian Hernandez, but he would have gotten away with it because he's Tom Brady. Somehow they would have put the cop that arrested him for murder on administrative leave. Tom's Tom. He's a golden child. But what he's now opened himself up for is criticism. I'll guarantee you, Tom Brady got criticized today by the American public more than he ever has one day in his life. That's what he's going to have to get used to. And I just wonder how long he's going to want to put up with it. He's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He's world famous. He's the greatest football player that's ever lived. He's got so much else he could do. Why commit to that job? And Troy Aikman did, but Aikman wasn't Brady either. Now, Aikman was a 3-time world champion Dallas Cowboy who was also white. And I questioned why Troy wanted to do it. Now, Troy made it work. But Tom is on another level from Aikman. I just don't know that Tom wants to do that job passionately. We'll see. That job can wear on you if you're not great at it and you're dealing with people telling you that you suck all the time. Shout out to Big Business. My biggest ass whip is when have we ever had a commentator get a commercial about commentating? What? When have we ever had a commentator get a commercial about commentating? Is that what Brady got? I mean, maybe. I don't know. They're just trying to make light of it. They're making him the star. Fox has spent more time probably on Brady ads and promoting Brady than they have the season. They're putting obviously hundreds and hundreds of millions of bucks, not into just his salary, but commercials and promotions and all this kind of thing. They've invested a shit ton of money in him, and they're just like hoping that he gets better. He was fine. I didn't think he sucked today like y'all do. All right, show also brought to you in part by Texas Cheer Liquor. Got a whole new slew of specials this month. We got that Happy Dad. Happy Dad iced tea 12 packs for just $11.99.
That's that Logan Paul drink.
Yep, that's that Logan. Now, okay, which one's fighting Tyson? I get them Paul boys mixed up.
Logan's invested in Happy Dad. Jake's the boxer.
All right. Didn't Logan try to fight or do some scrapping too at some point?
I'm sure.
Jake's the one that's actually good. Jake's the one that's going to beat Mike Tyson's ass in November. Hate to say it, but it's true. I know Mike shouldn't be doing this. Mike needs money. It's okay. Happy Dad iced tea 12-pack, $11.99. If you're a gin man, Gray Whale Gin. Normally it's $39. Right now on sale for the month of September at all Texas Cheer locations for just $28.99. And you got that Zing Zang. Got that mango margarita, regular old margarita, Bloody Mary, and Bloody Mary blazing Bloody Mary. You can get
blazing.
You can get one 4-pack for $13.99. Blazing. Or you can get 2 4-packs for just $19.99 for the entire month of September at all 7 Texas Cheer liquors. And as always, all other things you buy there, when you mention in the building, 5% off. All Texas Cheer liquors, 6 in the greater San Antonio area, 1 up in Bernie. Always get 5% off with Texas Cheer liquor. Oh, good. I got a live spot right. It is in the building tonight, presented by DelCarmen Construction. Rudy's got the night off. It's his wife's birthday, so we're keeping the chair warm for him tonight. Royce is in here. Something I've seen lately, LG, I've been wanting to address with you. And I'm sure people are just going to have to fight. Here's the thing. When you start seeing our show with more in-show commercials, that means that we're having more success. Price equals cost. The price of success is we have more commercials during our show. And Royce is in here complaining about it too. And he's not the first dude. All right, so can we address that real quickly? So if we go to commercial, do they miss what I'm saying and they have to join me in progress, or does it start back where I left off? How's that work?
I think they can go back, but it
Yeah.
would join in progress after the commercial. But you
Okay,
have
for
to
people
you
to
have to
watch them
click it to go
live.
back. Yeah, I think.
All
I
right,
don't know.
that's an ass whip.
Or you can pay for YouTube Premium and get rid of all the ads.
Okay, so if you're a premium subscriber, you don't ever see the ads ever?
If you're subscribed to YouTube Premium, not a subscriber to our channel, if you're subscribed to YouTube
Right,
Premium,
that's what I meant. Yeah, subscriber to the premium YouTube.
Yeah, that's ad free.
Well,
that's why they're running all those ads. I mean, they're appeasing the advertisers and they're trying to get you to sign up for premium.
Right, and not all podcasts have that many commercials. It's just the price of doing well. That's how things go. And I apologize, and I get it. It's an ass whip. But, hey, man, how many commercials does the average NFL game on Fox run? We have to stop the game down, you know? This is how it goes, Holmes. Love y'all hard. But we're on YouTube, and that's where we make most of our cash. And we make it through the YouTube ads. We make it through our partners like Texas Cheer and DelCarmen and Slackers. And we make it through your donations like the one that Eric Bishop just shot in here. $99.99 from the great Eric Bishop. What's up, Eric, homie? Doing my part.
He doesn't want you teaching, man.
I know. Doing my part so you don't need that day job. My Texans look good today. Football is back. All is good with the world. Yeah, Houston on the road wins in Indianapolis, and C.J. Stroud, boy, just picks up where he left off. Kicking ass, man. Kicking ass. Bob's in here. Commercials do suck, especially when they go on for 50-plus seconds. Yeah, I mean, again, we love you hard. There ain't a damn thing we can do about it.
I can turn them off completely. But then we lose that revenue.
Correct. And then you think I'm not doing this because I like people. This is a for-profit endeavor. I ain't doing it because I love LG. He's one of my best friends. We can hang out anytime. Now, this ain't no charity. Adrian says it cuts off what we say. Well, watch it again tomorrow. That's all I can tell you. That's it. Eric Bishop is Jamie Foxx's real name. Is that true, Adrian? Jamie Foxx's actual name? The pride of Terrell, Texas. Terrell's own Jamie Foxx. He's a beast Texan. Jamie's name was Eric Bishop.
Eric Marlon Bishop.
Wouldn't you shit if we found out that was really Jamie Foxx? He's a big Cowboy fan. He's from outside of Dallas. Just saying. That'd be pretty kick-ass.
And he's got money.
He does got money. Although if he's got millions, I mean, come on. If that's
Jamie
Eric,
Foxx, you need to come on the show. We need Jamie Foxx on the show.
Yeah, no shit. Come on, man. Let's talk about what happened to you. He's slowly starting to get back into the public eye. The actual Jamie Foxx. Wow. Bernard, agree, Eric. Thank you to the ads and Eric for keeping food on Mike's table. Indeed. Absolutely. In the NFL today, they also waited till opening day to announce this year's Super Bowl performer. Did you see this? Or were you too busy doing stuff up in Austin today?
That was in Round Rock, sir.
That is different from Austin. It's very suburban.
They don't call Austin.
The league announced tonight that the noted gangsta rapper Kendrick Lamar is going to do the Super Bowl halftime show this year in New Orleans.
Kendrick Lamar, huh?
Yeah.
What didn't they get a local guy?
Well, does he have enough, I know you think it's New Orleans. They get all jazzy and stuff.
I don't like it.
I bet you Kendrick does. I bet he does some New Orleans style music, though. I bet he does. Does he have enough?
Should come out there with a marching band.
I question if he has enough hits.
He's got enough hits, yeah.
To carry a 60% white chick Super Bowl halftime audience?
He's got enough hits.
Okay, I bet Nina couldn't name 2 Kendrick Lamar songs. I'm going to ask her. Hang on. I don't think this is a good idea.
I just don't think it's the right choice for New Orleans.
I agree.
It's a music town. That's a legendary music town.
Baptiste and a big band.
Yeah.
Well,
Baby, you're on the show. Don't cuss, okay? Well, I guess you can. Hey, quick question. Can you name one song by Kendrick Lamar, the rapper?
no.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, he's going to do Super Bowl, and I was saying that most regular, like suburban people and like, non-rap fans have no effing clue what he sings.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nina said earlier that if Taylor Swift ran for president, she'd vote for her over the two idiots we have now. Thank you, baby. Love you hard.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, love you. Bye. Bye. Okay, bye. Oh, look at Julian. Rudy's gone, so no one's going to fight Mike on his bunk ass Cowboys takes. What bunk ass? What? That they haven't been to the division championship in 30 years? And they beat a shitty Cleveland team that has the worst starting quarterback in the league? That Dak Prescott is the most overrated player that they've ever had? That he has no business being in the top fucking 10 of payroll? That Micah Parsons flames out every December? I mean, what bunk Cowboys takes do you speak of? That Jerry Jones usurps football decisions and puts 15 things over winning the championship and lies his ass off about I'd cut the check today if I could. Bullshit. What again, I ask you, what have I ever said that's bunk on the Cowboys? And by the way, Rudy agrees with all this shit, by the way. That they don't have any tight ends outside of Jake Ferguson, and if he gets hurt for a long time, they're screwed. I don't know. That Zeke Elliott's washed as fuck. Oh, great. He left over a guy today. In the first quarter of the first game, will Zeke even be in a uniform in 6 weeks? Stop it. It's insane. It's crap. Bunk Cowboy fans. Shit. This show right here is the best Cowboys post-game show there is. Not that this is technically a post-game show. This is the best damn Cowboys talk in the state. We keep shit real up in here. David, Cleveland went 11-6 last year, but how much of that was with Joe Flacco? Did you watch the game? I know I hate when people say that. Deshaun Watson was abysmal today and really should have been benched. Anyway, so I maintain what I said. Not enough people know Kendrick Lamar. Like I don't know if I can name 5 Kendrick Lamar tunes. Can you, LG? Can you name 5 Kendrick Lamar songs? Without thinking. See?
Swimming pool, backseat
No idea what that is.
freestyle.
Nope.
Which is probably my favorite one.
Backstreet freestyle.
I got 2.
You said he has
Backseat
hits.
freestyle. That's my favorite Kendrick song.
All right, I'll write that down. He had a tune called.
I used to know him when I was a DJ.
He had a tune called "Blacker the Berry" about 10 years ago. It was awesome. It was a great song. Great song.
Swimming pool. I know that was like his big hit for a while.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. No. Bernard, keeping it real, then you would have led with $60 million is too much to pay for Dak sucks, Scott. Bernard, of course it is. Dak wouldn't be my quarterback right now. See, all my opinions on the Cowboys are based on what they do, not what I think they should have already done. I would have let Dak's ass go by now. I would have eaten the $50 million hit and moved on from him. The problem is they're too chicken shit to start grooming his successor. They didn't bring Cooper Rush in here, hoping that Cooper might be the next guy when Dak got old. Cooper's only in here to be a backup. They brought Trey Lance in here to maybe show that he's better than Cooper Rush as a backup. Cooper Rush ain't better than, Trey Lance is not better than Cooper Rush. You know who Trey Lance is as good as? Deshaun Watson. So miss me with the Browns went 11-6 last year. The Browns ain't going to win 4 games with Deshaun fucking Watson. I don't even know that I think Watson may retire at the end of the season. He does not want to play the game. He's doing it because he feels obligated because of the drama he's undergone. And he's trying to somehow, save face. He's out there playing for money. and because he feels like he should, so his name doesn't go down in infamy. But I think it's too late for him. He should take his $200 million and disappear, as Mike Tyson would say, into Bolivia. Is what he should do. They were terrible today, just terrible. He's the worst downfield passer I've seen since Ryan Leaf. That was so bad today. I don't remember a quarterback playing that shitty. Well, the Cowboys ran a kid out there, went to Pittsburgh, Italian kid, DiNucci. I haven't seen a quarterback in the NFL. Now, granted, I don't watch every single game. I watch highlights. I keep up with stats, and I keep up with the who's who. I watch all the Cowboy games. I watch the Sunday night games and shit. But I don't remember a quarterback in the NFL having a worse start since Ben DiNucci, when the Cowboys had to run him out there as the fourth option when everybody got hurt. The year Dak tore his ankle to hell when I was living in Hawaii during the pandemic. It's been that long since I saw a guy suck that bad. Watson was terrible. Anyhow. So I was back to Kendrick Lamar. He had a record called To Pimp a Butterfly that actually won a Pulitzer. He's the first, and I believe still the only rapper to ever win a Pulitzer Prize for literature for the record To Pimp a Butterfly, as I recall. All right, what else? We got to get into Punch before we get out of here tonight. It is People I Want to Punch, presented by the Law Office of Orlando Kell. Ah, yes. And before we get into it, LG with an announcement. We need 800-plus subscribers to get to 5,000. All right, we're at 4,200-ish subscribers. When we get to 5,000, I'm shaving my head and probably I'll shave my, you know what? I'm going to shave my entire body when we get to 5,000. Remember this night, what? LG, I said this. Yep. Rudy's going to go George Jefferson, I think, for a week. Now, I'm not going to shave my eyebrows or eyelashes. I'll shave my head, chest, ass, feet, legs, arms, balls, all that. Everything but the eyebrows I will shave when we get to 5,000.
I think we should include some waxing in there.
Sure, no problem.
You should wax your legs.
Oh, okay, fine.
Or just like your chest hair, like just let me rip.
Oh, 40-year-old virgin style.
Yep.
Okay, I always thought that was fake. They don't do that. They shave you with a thing first before they go take the patches and like.
I don't know. I've never done it.
That was for comedic purposes. I don't think somebody will actually do that. All right, who we punching today? It's a good question. Deshaun Watson comes to mind. All right, I know. Yeah, I'm going to punch Deshaun Watson for making me look bad. You know, I pride myself on being a football-talking sumbitch. Pride myself on that. To make a note that I'm going to shave my body. Note, 5K subscribers equals shaved, waxed body. I got to go Brazilian, too, on that waxing, right? Got to go full Brazilian?
Sure.
You know what a Brazilian is? All the pubes.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah. I'm gonna go porn actor. The porn actors never have any pubes. Anyhow.
Well, not this.
Oh yeah, I got to punch. Oh yeah, I'm punching Deshaun Watson. Maybe he should go back to getting Hummers in massage parlors because he was awesome when he was doing that. And now that he's gone through. Now that he's gone through public turmoil and humiliation and catastrophic injuries, I don't think he wants to play anymore. And he made me look back. I pride myself on being a football-talking sumbitch. He is terrible. Punch Deshaun Watson for sucking and quitting at football and not having any passion when they're paying him $300 million effing dollars. It's ridiculous. At least he's no longer the highest paid quarterback in the league, which he was there for a little while. All right, LG, got anybody to punch tonight besides me for butchering the first two live spots?
Well, yeah, I won't punch you for that. I already ridiculed you for that. I'm going to punch you, though, for scheduling 3 live stream links for your Longhorns post game yesterday.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do.
You're like the old man who clicks who clicks Internet Explorer 400 times, and he wonders why 400 windows open up on his computer.
All right. I deserve that. But can I explain myself, even though I deserve the punch? All right. So I have never set up a show before. Weeks and weeks ago, LG and I sat down at the studio at his place, and I videotaped him showing me how to put myself on YouTube. Obviously, I don't know how to put all these cool bells and whistles and logos and stuff, but I can at least get myself on. And Rudy and I wanted to, the second UT post-game show this week. LG couldn't work because he was doing stuff. He was occupied. That was fine. So I did it myself here from my little studio in my house. And so you should have saw me. I was methodically going through the video we made together. I looked at it like 4 times. And then I had it up here, and I was listening to it as I was in real time going through the steps to get us on. But what we did not discuss, and it's not your fault, I just forgot to ask, is when you schedule a show, I panicked and I didn't know. So what does that mean? So let's say, because we started at 2:30, the post-game show yesterday, and I set it for 2:30. So if I click 2:30, then what happens? I just wait, and then at 2:30, then click go live?
Yep.
Or does it automatically go live because I scheduled it for 2:30? Okay. I still have to click go live.
Yeah.
All right. I was confused by that, and I panicked and wound up scheduling 3 post-game shows in one afternoon. So I do deserve that punch for sure. Absolutely.
And then I'm going to punch you again because that room you're in is absolute audio quality trash.
Okay. What do you
just
suggest?
Sounds like you're in a giant concert hall with nothing in it. Just huge amounts of reverb in that room.
Okay. I have a solution. And it is the guest bedroom that we have here in this apartment that is fully carpeted with full furniture, and it'll sound lots better, like crazy better. So why don't
Is that room just completely empty, the one you're in right now? Is that why it sounds like that?
No, but as you know, Nina and I, we are minimalists.
Yeah.
We don't like a lot of stuff, and so that's why our apartment echoes in the front room. We're in the front room here.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, we can't have that. I didn't notice it. No one said anything about the UT post game. Now, maybe it was different because Rudy was.
It sounded good.
Well, why does it sound? Maybe because it's so quiet tonight. It's the same room I did the UT show in.
I mean, it had a little bit of echo, but there was more. There's more right now for some reason.
All right. Well, why don't
that whole TV scene behind you looks like shit too.
I know. Well, we just moved here, man.
What is that? A cinder block you got underneath it?
No, it's a little coffee stand, a little tray table.
Entertainment center out of cinder blocks.
It's a little tray table, sir. Again, we're minimalist here. So here's the thing. I'll start doing, like when I'm by myself here at home, I'll set up in the bedroom. But if Rudy's here, then obviously we'll go ahead and set up here in the corner where I was in that corner there yesterday, right behind me, right where that dog picture, that dog painting.
Mm-hmm.
But so for tomorrow night's show, I'll have a different locale. Just for you, to appease you so I don't get punched every night and piss people off. All right. It's Orlando Kill, or thanks to Orlando. We had a handful of Thunderdomers that went to the UT Michigan game. They were at the big house that sent me video and stuff. That was pretty cool.
My cousin was out there. Shout out to Jennifer.
We had a lot of folks up there. And he was sending me pictures and video, and that was really, really cool. Shout out to Orlando who went up for the game. He is the official family lawyer in the building. If you need a family lawyer, this is the guy you need to get a hold of. It is Orlando Kell, 210-775-4995. If I were married and getting divorced again, you bet your ass I would go to Orlando. If I ever have any post-divorce issues, things happen. Sometimes you have to get a decree changed. And a lot of times adults will just get together and say, hey, I've got a new job, but you want to make sure that shit's legal. A job status changes. You're making more money now or less money, or someone's going to move. Kid wants to live with you. All that kind of stuff needs to be put on paper. So whether you're going through a divorce or you already have one, but you need to tweak your decree or whatever, Orlando does it all, and he especially likes to support and help dads. 210-775-4995. or you can email him directly, orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. All right, that's it. In the building Monday night. We'll get Rudy's ass in here and have his Cowboys overreactions after the game today. See where his head is tomorrow. We'll do it all over again. I'm excited. Went well tonight. Went well. Felt like the old Mike Taylor live show, but it was in the building. Thank you to DelCarmen Construction, who was our presenting title sponsor tonight. Very cool. He'll be back a couple of more times in the month of September. If you're interested in being a title sponsor, because you get your logo on the screen the entire show, maybe you want to do People I Want to Punch Wednesday. Maybe you want to do Ass Whip Tuesday. Maybe we create an entire new show based on whatever you want to do. Jump into my DMs and let me know. Help me hear from you. Thank you to DelCarmen and Slackers and Kill and Texas Cheer. Love it all. Thank you to the people. Thank you to the donations. Thank you to the chatters. Go Cowboys, go Horns. Thank you to DJ LG. We'll see you boys in here tomorrow night. It's in the building. Love you hard.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.